Hi, I am your host, Jasmine Love from Business Models for Creators. And today we have Anthony Andrix here, the author of the upcoming poetry collection, Repurposed Trial by Lineation. Today he will be performing one of his poems for us, and then we'll be discussing it afterwards. He will be performing Unbelievable, Unbelievable. Take it away, Anthony.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. Watch me ace the stoichiometry exam and take the silver medal on the National Latin exam. Watch me ruin the curve where derivatives are concerned and sit first chair in symphonic band. I'll be unbelievable. And if I were a queen, I'd win the whole fucking drag race, honey. And if I were here, I'd make all the goddamn money. I'd be unbelievable. Look at me achieve, mommy. Look at me succeed, daddy. I'm still good, even in these heels. And I'm still good, even with this lazy wrist. So feel this fire that they started burn for decades, all because they found me unbelievable.
Nice. That was fierce as F. That was good stuff. Yeah, so how did you come up with that title, Unbelievable, Unbelievable?
Yeah, so if you'll notice on the title, the first unbelievable is a capital U, and the second unbelievable has a lowercase u. And, it's a play on the two different uses of the word. When I'm saying at the beginning, I'll be unbelievable, it's like, I'll be amazing, I'm going to be awesome. And then you see at the end, when I'm saying, feel this fire that they started burn for decades because they found me, lowercase u, unbelievable. So not because they found me awesome, because they didn't believe me. They didn't find me someone who should be believed.
That is deep. And who is this poem about?
Yeah, so most of this poem, I am the narrator and it's autobiographical. So for me, I grew up in a very small rural town in Northwest Ohio. Lots of good people, but also, a lot of religion and a lot of churches and not always accepting. And so this really is about what happens internally to some people who, for instance, may be sitting, maybe 12 or 13 years old, sitting in their church and being told people like you are going to hell. Or, I know this is who you think you are, but you're not. God doesn't create anybody gay. What that does to somebody who's that age, it's really difficult to explain. You just feel like you're intrinsically not good. You have, no worth. And if people found out, or maybe people know, even though you don't talk about it, you're terrified. And so for me, one of the ways that, I got through this was by saying, if this is how you feel about me, watch what I can do.
Mhm.
And so I think to people around me who don't understand what's going on, in my head at this time, they just see me as an overachiever, right? Somebody who's doing well, participating in a lot of different things. But, that is in some ways a mask, because it's sort of like telling somebody, I dare you to bring up this, the fact that I'm gay. I dare you to bring it up and to put me down for it because I'm doing XYZ and I'm doing it better than you are.
Mhm.
So it's one way that this can come out of you. And I guess it's one of the more positive ways. It's still not mentally healthy. I can't say that I had the perfect motivation for everything that I did, but it was better than being on drugs, which, is what happens to a lot of people in that position, at that age. I guess the best way to describe it is you're seeking constant absolution, right? Through success.
And what exactly, if we could get it really specific, did this character, meaning the former you, hope to achieve by achieving all these things? Was it revenge? Was it love? Was it acceptance? Was it invincibility? What was this character seeking?
All of the above.
Mm.
All of the above. And this is not something that goes away really either. It sticks with you in some ways through your life. But, there were times when really my motivation was plainly, fuck you. watch what I can do. That's the anger, right? That's the anger. But also think about a teenager around their teachers, around their peers, being at home. You sort of you crave that acceptance, and you crave, people being proud of you or seeing you as good. And I didn't feel like I was starting from the level playing field there, as most people. I felt like I was starting from a place where if they only knew,
Mhm.
you know, if they only knew. And for a lot of people, I knew that was the case because it was talked about, right? Like, especially in the church, you knew exactly what they would say to you, if they knew. But I do want to stress that I had, as a teenager, some amazing friends, some amazing teachers, some positive influences in my life. And, those things really, helped me, get through. But I don't think that people understood what was going on the inside.
Yeah, and if you could there's a they in this poem. There's the character that is you and the character that is they, the antagonist. If you could talk to the antagonist today, what would you say to them, to the they?
You need to understand what you're doing to the hearts and the minds of, you know, LGBTQ youth, because you may think it's something as simple as, communicating your religious beliefs or your own personal beliefs. But what that does to somebody at a very formative age is extremely harmful. I had to spend most of my life trying to overcome that. And I do think, like I said, this book has an ultimate positive upward trajectory message of being repurposed. And I think I've been able to do that. But it has been, very difficult. So, it's just, for the they in this poem, take a step back. People don't always need to know, your personal beliefs, and think about how they may affect somebody else before you communicate them.
Nice, very well said. Thank you for sharing that. Is there anything else you would like to share about this piece that we haven't discussed yet?
No, I don't think so. I think that pretty much covers this one.
Nice. And when and where can people find your book?
Yeah, so right now the expected release date is March of 2024. We're still working on setting the exact date. But the book will be available through Amazon, through Barnes and Noble, through Target, through Walmart, several other retailers. And we're setting up a webpage that'll be released at or around the release of the book that will lead you to all the places where you can find it.
Nice. Repurposed Trial by Lineation by Anthony Andrix. Please go out and get it. It's going to be awesome. I got to read some of it.
Thank you so much, Jasmine.
Awesome. Thanks, Anthony.